In the days of Israel's judges, famine swept across the land. A family from Bethlehem journeyed to Moab to survive: Elimelech, his wife Naomi, and their 2 sons. But sorrow soon followed. Naomi's husband died, and then her 2 sons as well, leaving her and her daughters-in-law widowed and broken. Naomi, bitter and heartbroken, decided to return home. One daughter-in-law kissed her goodbye, but the other, Ruth, clung to her. Ruth spoke words that would echo through history. "Where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people, your God, my God." That vow was more than loyalty. It was faith. A Moabite woman chose to walk into the unknown, trusting the God of Israel. When Ruth and Naomi arrived in Bethlehem, they had nothing. To survive, Ruth went to gather leftover grain in the fields. By what seemed like chance but was really God's hand, she found herself in the field of Boaz, a wealthy and honorable man from Naomi's family line. Boaz noticed Ruth, not for her beauty alone, but for her character. He heard how she left her homeland to care for Naomi, how she sought refuge under the wings of Israel's God. Boaz spoke kindness to her. "May the Lord repay you for what you have done." But here's the untold part. Ruth's actions weren't just about survival. They were a quiet act of courage and redemption. In Israel, widows could find protection through a kinsman redeemer, a relative who could marry them and restore their family line. Boaz was that man. One night, following Naomi's guidance, Ruth went to the threshing floor where Boaz slept. She lay at his feet in humility and asked him to cover her with his garment, a symbolic way of asking him to be her redeemer. This was no ordinary proposal. It was a Moabite widow saying, "Take me under your care. Restore what has been lost. Let God's covenant love cover me." Boaz, moved by her faith and purity, agreed. He settled the matter before the elders of the city and made Ruth his wife. From their union came a son, Obed. Obed would be the grandfather of King David. And from David's line would come Jesus Christ, the Redeemer of the world. The untold story of Ruth and Boaz is this: it was never just a romance. It was about redemption, loyalty, and God's plan to bring a savior through an outsider who dared to believe. Ruth's faith turned famine into fullness, sorrow into joy, and a widow's tears into the lineage of the Messiah.